Welcome to another video and to another organ. Today I'm at St Lawrence and St Paul's Church in Pudsey near Leeds to look at this remarkable 3-manual pipe organ. Firstly, if you haven't been in this channel before, my name is Paul and I visit pipe organs all over the place, wherever I can get in. So if you're interested in pipe organs and haven't yet subscribed, I'd be so grateful if you would hit the subscribe button, which is down here somewhere, and join me on the visits. But without further ado, let's have a look at the organ. Yes, I'm back in Leeds on this really roasting hot day. It's really warm in here, so if I stutter more than usual, I do apologise. But a massive thanks to Daryl and to the people here at this church who've been kind enough to let me be here and to record this video. This organ was originally built in 1873 by Brindley and Foster, at which point the console was over there behind me, along with the pipework. This organ was completely rebuilt by the John Compton company in London. Having had a little look inside, not enough to take any pictures I'm afraid, it looks like this is an electro-pneumatic pipe organ. I'm going to start as usual by having a look at the stops. I'm going to start on the grate, which is the central manual. There's loads of volume. The stops are, unfortunately for me anyway, tab stops, which are a little bit difficult to manipulate. But yeah, I'm going to start on the grate. Let's have a look. So there is quite a lot of delay between the console and where the pipework is. But the first stop on the grate is a double open diapase, and it's a 16 foot. Loads of depth, and actually you can hear the action working away. Next we have an open diapase number 1. We have an open diapase number 2 with 1. Surprise, surprise, we have an open diapase number 3 on its own. So let's try them separately together. So you can hear that they get generally quieter, and that obviously helps with building that principal chorus. So really nice all together. Nice. Next, we have a whole flute. It's an 8 foot. And an 8 foot dulciana. Lovely. And the 4 foot principal. Let's try that with the open diapase number 2. Nice, we have a 4 foot harmonic flute. Chiffing, isn't that lovely? Let's try that with the 8 foot hall flute. We have a mutation. It is a 12th, a 2 and 2 third on its own. Creating that mixture effect, we have a 2 foot 15th together. Lovely and bright, and we also have a mixture on its own. It is a 4 rank mixture. We'll try that on its own. Breaking. A few notes off at the top. Here goes breaks. Lovely. Let's add the 12th and the 15th. And some foundation, the open diapason. Lovely and bright. And we need to add the 4 foot principle to that. How nice is that? That is fantastic. So bright, so powerful. That delay is a little bit off-putting when you're not used to it, but I imagine if you play this organ all the time, you'll just get used to that. But so nice, so bright, so powerful. We have only one reed on the grate. Surprisingly, it is an 8 foot tromba. Wow. What a lovely tromba, and the echo in this building is absolutely remarkable. It's a very open building, very open plan, and the acoustics are brilliant. Incidentally, this organ is tuned by Cousins Organs of Leeds, and it's nicely in tune, so brilliant. Let's try something on the grate, see what it sounds like. Let's have a go. I was working my way through the thumb pistons there, which also incorporates the pedals. We'll get to the pedals in a minute, but that sounds really powerful, really bright. I'm so impressed with that. Let's move on to the choir, which is of course the bottom manual. Let's have a look. Okay, so moving on to the choir, which is the bottom row of tabs. Very difficult to manage. I'm so glad this has got thumb pistons. But the first stop on the choir is a 16 foot double dulciana. That's a beautiful tone. So the swell and the choir are both operated by swell pedals. I can't quite work out from that one which is which, but for your information. Next we have an 8 foot silitional. There's the swell pedal. Very noisy swell pedal, but effective nonetheless. We have a detached, it's a flute. Lovely flute. And we have an 8-foot dulciana. Let's try that with a 16-foot. I'm not sure if there's a little bit of sharing going on there or it's a bit of extension. I'm not absolutely sure because I can't really get inside the organ, but they sound nice together regardless of that. We have a viol d'orchestra, which is an 8-foot string. Lovely. We have a concert flute, which is a 4-foot. Is the box shut? We have another flute, it's a dulcet. Sorry, that's not a flute at all. That's the top half of the solutional. Help me in the comments there. I've got a bit brain dead. It's the heat. We have a dulcet to 12th. It's a 2 2/3. Try that with a 4. And the 8. Very nice. We have dulcet 15th, it's a 2-foot. And a flautina 2-foot. And a tierce, it's a 1 3/5. So we're getting into the realms of cornet. And we have a 2-rank mixture. A lot of very, very quiet stops on that choir. And let's move on to the reeds. There are only 2, surprisingly. One is an 8-foot clarinet. Stunning. And an 8-foot tromba. Is that the same tromba as on the grate? Yeah, it's the same tromba I shared with the choir and the grate. That's great for solo work, but yeah, it is the same stop. We have some couplers there. We have a sub-octave, an octave, swell to choir and a tremulant. Let's see what that sounds like. Can't hear that tremulant working, but it is there. But let's try something on the choir. Let's have a go. lots of power on that choir other than the trumpet and the clarinet, or the clarinet in particular. The trumpet is shared, but still a very nice quiet sound, very gentle, very reflective. Let's move on to the swell, which is of course the top manual. Let's see what sort of welly this has. Let's have a go. So the first stop on the swell is a 16-foot Borden. Load of depth. And some notes off. We have a Geigen principal, a Geigen diapason, an 8-foot. Lovely tone again. Some delays on that swell. Not sure why, but we have a raw flute. It's an 8. Notes off again. There, it is coming on, but it's just a delay which is causing that issue. And an echo gamba. Leave that out because we have a Vox Celeste. See if we get the beat. Listen to that, that is so nice. And a 4-foot principal. That top C seems to be working now. It maybe just needs a bit of a kick, but it's working. 4-foot walled flute. Two-foot 15th. And a 3-rank mixture on its own. A lot of brakes on there. No, it's off at the top. And we have 4 reeds on the swell. We have a contraffagoto. That's lovely. And an 8-foot trumpet. Stunning. An 8-foot oboe. Bit out of tune, but lovely. And a 4-foot clarion. Nice. And of course we have a sub-octave and an octave. Do they work? Let's try something random. It does work. The sub-octave again creates that muddy sound, particularly in chords. And an octave. And we have another tremulant on the swell. Can't hear it. Can't hear that working particularly, but a lovely set of stops on the swell. Let's give it a go. Lovely powerful swell. For me, that is the best manual of them all. Really nice. Let's quickly have a look at the pedals. There's a cancel button, there we go. By the way, the pedal board, as you would expect on an organ of this age and design, is a concave radiating pedal board. There are toe pistons to the pedal, the grate and the swell, and as I've already mentioned, there are two swell pedals, one for the swell obviously and one for the choir. That choir one is very noisy, but it works and it's effective. But going back to the pedal stops, the first is a 32-foot sub bass. Couple of notes off, but now we have a 16-foot open wood. Again, a few notes off on the pedals. Almost sounds like there's pipes missing because I can hear it blowing, but there's nothing coming out. We have a violone, which is a 16-foot. Yeah, it sounds like that pedal board certainly needs some work, or the pedal soundboard does. It's not playing fantastically well. We have a sub bass, a 16, and a quint. It's a 10 and 2/3, which I think will be a fifth above the notes that sounded. Correct me if I'm wrong, you know where the comments are. An 8-foot open wood and an 8-foot flute. We have a 16-foot Ophiclyde. It's obviously a reed. Let's hope this works. Nice and powerful. It really sounds out. The pedals in particular are struggling. There's a lot of delay. Some notes are off and don't want to play, but when they do, they sound nice. A Passon, it's an 8-foot, and a 16-foot clarinet. So some lovely stops there. Again, just some notes not working. There's an awful lot of delay, but we have the three couplers that you would expect: quieter pedal, greater pedal, sweller pedal. Nice. I've pretty much demonstrated the pedal stops actually, because I've been using the thumb pistons and they are all automatically including the appropriate pedal stops. So I've been using the pedals as I've been demonstrating hymn tunes, but what I'd like to do now to conclude is play a nice beefy hymn tune with everything coupled, see what sound it makes. Let's have a go. Again, a massive thank you to Darryl and to the people here at this church for allowing me access. Very, very grateful. Lovely to be here. I've got a feeling I've been to this before, although it was a long, long time ago, but I can't quite remember, so maybe I have, maybe I haven't. But a lovely organ, apart from that delay. Thank you for watching. I'm very, very grateful for that. If you haven't subscribed already, I'd be so grateful if you would consider hitting that subscribe button, which is down here somewhere, and joining me on these visits. But until next time, until the next organ, I shall see you later. Bye for now.